Alright guys, it's Big E here. So anyway, we're working on this wiper motor here. The valve cover obviously is off, because if you have the valve cover on, you'll see, and that's probably what happened to this one, you'll see when I get it off, it's all chipped out here. But this is the pulse board that bolts to your wiper motor here. It's a two-piece deal. So what you want to do, you have a 13mm nut there that holds your wiper arm. You're going to want to take that off, okay? And careful not to lose it. Now it is indexed as far, it's like a square, so you're going to want to hang on to that, or remember that when you put it back together. So now we have that nut off. There's going to be three, one here, one down below that plug, and there's one over here, 10mm bolt. You're going to want to take that out. When you take that out, take your plugs off here and here, and this will come out. So when I come back, we're going to have it on the bench and we're going to take it apart. Okay, so we have them on the bench here. So this is a new wiper motor. I didn't realize it was a two-piece, but this is the new motor. This is the pulse board. So what you're going to do, there was a screw in here. Let me see if I can show you here before I get too involved. That was in here, it was screwed into here. Okay. So when you lay this on here, it lines up with there. I don't know if you can see that. So you're going to have to take that out. Okay. And go ahead. We're going to line the holes up like so. Okay. So you need a Phillips. And now what we're going to do, and it's like I said, there was a piece busted off the bottom of the original, and that's why it didn't work. So now what we're going to do is, careful not to over tighten, because remember, this is all your plastic. We're going to take these screws off. And we're just going to put them in place on the hair. And the last one here. And we're going to put that here. Now if you want to check everything out, so that's looks like moisture or something got in this one. Something happened there. Why that marks like that. But for whatever reason, that one failed. So we're going to set that to the side. So now we have our unit bolted together with a new wiper motor, pulse board. We have our three mounts. Oop, this one's missing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to steal one. These can come off. I'm going to get a flat screwdriver, and we're just going to go ahead and carefully pop that out of there. Okay, and then we can go ahead and push that into there, hopefully. Actually, probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Do I have, here's some transmission fluid. Put a little lubricant of some sort, oil, whatever, on that rubber to help that slide in better. Might have to tap that in a little bit. So anyway, I'm gonna get that in. And then I'm gonna go back to the car, and with my lighting and my camera, I really can't show the whole installation, but basically what you're gonna do is take your 10mm bolts, you're gonna put it through this. If you can see, it's flat here and here, but that's where that wiper arm's gonna go on, where that 13mm nut's gonna go here. You're gonna have your 10mm bolts. You have a plug, a 2-prong plug down here at the bottom. You're gonna plug that in before you put it in place. You're gonna bolt this in, and then you're gonna plug in your plug at the side and at the front, and that's gonna be insulated. I'll go over it when I have it on the car. So yeah, so let me get that tapped in, and once I have that tapped in, which you don't need a big hammer, but I don't, here's my little one, so we'll just take that right now, and that's in place. Double check that the other ones are in place. Okay, so now I'm going to go and put it on the car. When I come back, we're going to see what it looks like all in. Guys, so here is the end product. We got our bolt there, here, and there tight. That 13mm nut down in there. See if I can get it. I can't get it to camera. The one for the wiper arm's tight. You can see how close it is with the valve cover, why we took it off to put that on, and have our electrical connectors hooked up. So that's all for now. Alright guys, welcome to Big E's. This is going to be, we finally have wiper action on the C4. And I actually park in a pretty decent spot. So anyway, the last section of the video, you could probably see I was visibly pissed off, because like I said, we just put a new pulse motor on, pulse board I mean, a wiper motor and switch, and it didn't work. That's what had me pissed. Here, I didn't realize it, there's an external ground tab there. Now I did a crappy job, but I soldered an extra ground wire from there over here to the battery. Okay, I didn't even think of it. It wasn't until, this is like 3 days later, I finally was like, I wonder what happens if I run a jumper. I ran a jumper, they started working. So obviously it's something with that ground. So if you're going through this and you're ripping your hair out and you're wondering what the heck is going on, and you see something like that, I learned that's an external ground. You're gonna have to run an extra ground wire to make sure it's grounded, because remember, from what I understand, these cars are notorious for grounding being not so good. So extra ground, wipers work. Anyway, still wouldn't be a bad idea to put a new pulse board and stuff on it because of how the age of these cars, but you can never have too many grounds with these. Anyway, like and subscribe, leave a comment. I know I'll probably get beat up on this one, Eric, you're stupid, but hey, I'm learning. Anyway, watch out for each other, take care of each other. We see you next time right here on Big E's. Bye for now.